guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Aggy and today we're going to be making designer samosas. You can call them matte samosas, box samosas, or you can just call them Gucci samosas. These are super delicious and they're super easy to make. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do subscribe so that you're able to refer to this video anytime you want to make these super delicious designer samosas. So let's get on with the video. So you will need 2 cups of wheat flour, half a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of cooking oil, and half a cup of warm water. So you're going to add your baking powder to your flour, you're going to add your salt, and then you're going to mix. And then you're going to add in your cooking oil. And then you're going to use your fingers to mix it all in. So the next step is to add in your water little by little, and you're just going to knead it up until you get a really nice and soft dough. So as you can see, our dough is now nice and soft, and I'm just going to rub in a little bit of oil all around your dough. And then I'm gonna cover it and let it rest for 30 minutes as we work on the filling for our designer samosas. So you're going to need 3/4 kg of minced meat, and I just slightly boiled it to drain out the water from the meat. You'll need 1 cup of chopped white onion, some coriander or dhania. You're going to need garlic and ginger paste, 1 big red bell pepper, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and you'll also need spices of your choice. And now here I have some cardamom, I have some cinnamon, and I have some nutmeg. You can also use the all mixed spices. You can also have some herbs if you want. When it comes to spices, you can have whatever you like. About half a teaspoon of salt and about 4 to 5 tablespoons of cooking oil. So you're going to heat your pan, and when it's nicely heated, you're going to add in your cooking oil, and then you're just going to let the cooking oil to also heat up. And then you're going to add in your chopped onions, and then you just mix it up until your onions are nicely cooked, and you don't really need them to turn brown. So as long as they look soft, I think they'll be good to go. And then you're going to add in your ginger paste, ginger and garlic paste, and then you're just going to continue mixing. And then you're going to add in your red bell pepper, and then you're going to let this cook for about probably 1 minute. And then you're going to add in your coriander or dhania, and then you're just going to mix it until you see that it's nicely cooked. And then you're going to add in all your spices, whatever spices that you want, you're going to add in there, whatever works for you, because I would have added pepper here, but because I have kids, I'm not gonna be adding pepper. So if you like hot pepper, chopped pepper, whatever spices that works for you, you can still go ahead and just add them at this point. And then you're going to add in your minced meat or beef, and then you'll just continue mixing everything up. So now it's time to add in your tomato paste. So you'll add your tomato paste and then mix well. And then finally you add your salt, and when it comes to salt, I won't tell you the amount of salt to add to your food. you're just going to add whatever amount of salt that works for you. So we're just gonna let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll take it out of the heat. So now your minced meat is ready, so we're going to take it out of the heat and just transfer it into a bowl. And then you'll set it aside, and now it's time to work on our dough. So as you can see, it's well rested and it's nice and soft and really easy to roll. So I'm just gonna knead it for about a minute, and then I'll just divide it into small pieces. So when you're done dividing the balls, you're going to take one of them, and then you're going to roll as thin as you can roll. So when you're done rolling, it's now time to just trim off the edges so that we have a shape to work with. And usually I think you should go for a rectangular shape, long rectangular shape, and then you're going to just divide it into the middle as I'm doing in the video. So you're gonna have 2 pieces, and by this time you should have made your paste from water and flour, and then you're going to take a little bit of it and just apply as I'm doing in the video. Basically here you just have to watch the video to see exactly what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try to explain. And then you're going to lay one on top of the other like that. And then you're going to take your knife and just make some strips on the side as I'm doing in the video. So you're going to do on 2 sides. So just watch the video and then you're going to see exactly how I'm doing this, because this is just so hard to explain. But make sure the number of strips on one side is equal to the other side. So if this side, as I've made 6, the other side should be 6. And then I'm just gonna put in the filling. So when you're done with putting the filling, I'm going to take a little bit of the glue and just apply it on the sides of the strips.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
And then I'm gonna take one side, and it should be the one down. So I'm gonna take one side of the unstripped part and just try to cover up as I'm doing in the video. And then I'm gonna take the other side and just try to pull it so that it's nicely covered. And then I'm gonna take one strip from one side and just try to pull it to the other end, and you'll just keep alternating. You pull one strip on this side and then you pull the other strip on the other side. So you're just going to alternate them as you can, just to make this really nice pattern. So as you can see, I'm done, and this is how it's supposed to look like. So you can do the patterns as you want, but this is basically how you can do it. This is the easiest. And then we're just going to deep fry our designer samosas. So just deep fry until one side is nice and brown, and then you're gonna flip it on the other side and then just also deep fry. So as you can see, they're nice and golden brown, and this is my favorite brown. So I'm just gonna take them out of the oil and try to drain out the excess oil by putting it on a oil absorbing paper, and voila, your samosas are done. If you're struggling with making samosas, I do believe that this is the easiest way you can make them, and these are super nice. And as you can see, they look sumptuous and they look so beautiful, you know. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do hit the subscribe button so that you're able to refer to this recipe anytime you want to make the designer samosas. And also don't forget to like, share, and leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Say what you